I know. It's a pisser, but we'll get our revenge, won't we? Now hark, villain! I will grind your bones to dust, and of your blood in it, I'll make a paste, and of the paste, a coffin. I will rear and make a pasty of your shameful head. Come, Lavinia, receive the blood! Now, the first thing we want to do is make a nice clean incision from carotid artery to jugular vein, like so. Now, be sure to use a big bowl for this, because the human body has about 4 quarts of blood in it. And when that he is dead, which should be right about now, let me go grind his bones to powder small, and with this hateful liquor temper it, and in that paste let his vile head be baked. At about 350 degrees for about 40 minutes, at which time you will have this lovely human head pie, which I prepared earlier with serving suggestion, lady fingers for dessert. Now who will be the first to try this tasty treat? Welcome, gracious lord. Welcome, dread queen. Wilt please thou eat? Wilt please thou feed? It's finger looking good.
Sally, was that a pun?
Yes, it was, Mark.
That's the first time you're ever funny.
Well, that's about all the time we have for today. Be sure to tune in next week when my special guest, Chef Timon of Athens, will teach us how to make ratatouille out of our special guest, the Merry Wives of Windsor. Until then,
Bye and the tea.
I hope no one was too offended by Titus Androgynous. Shakespeare, as a young writer, seems to have gone through an early blood and guts, Quentin Tarantino sort of thing. But we now move on to explore the genius evident in some of Shakespeare's more mature plays, as we present to you his dark and brooding tragedy, Othello, the Moor of Venice.
Speak of me as I am, and let nothing extenuate of one who loved not wisely, but too well. For never was there a story of more woe than that of Othello and Desdemona. Oh, Desi.
Bob, can we have the house lights up, please, for a sec? Thanks.
Wow. Sally,
you ruined Othello.
well, did you use like Wikipedia or something?
What are you talking about?
I'm sorry. We left Matt to discover this play on his own. I'm guessing that he researched more under Wikipedia or the dictionary and found out there was a place that fishermen tie up boats.
Yes, which in this context is totally pea-brained. As in the 16th century, the word Moor literally referred to a person of African descent.
Good job, Matt.
Don't I feel like a dork?
Yes, well, see, obviously we're going to have a little bit of a problem doing Othello tonight for you, ladies and gentlemen, because, well, the cast is not, nobody in the cast has a skin color, that's not what I'm saying. I feel that maybe, I have...
For God's sake, I'm from Pennsylvania.
We're honkies.
Basically, is what we are. Look, the bottom line here, folks, is that due to the obvious physical limitations of the cast, we are unable
Guys, just because we're white doesn't mean we can't do Othello. I have a great idea. Just follow me, okay? Don't worry, it's boltless. And Travis, do not worry, okay? Just kind of go with me, okay? Ready? women, he liked green jello.
Oh, I get it. So this punk named Iago, who made himself a menace because he didn't like Othello, the more of this.
Now, Othello was married to Desdemona.
He took off with a woman and he left her alone.
It was a Mona.
A grown-up.
He left her alone.
He didn't write a letter and he didn't telephone her. Now Othello loved Desi like a goddess loved Venus.
And Jesse loved Othello because he had a big sword.
Iago had a plan that was clever and slick. He was crafty.
He was sly.
He was sort of a penis.
He say, I'm gonna chef tomorrow.
How you gonna do it? Tell us!
Well, I know his tragic flaw is that it's too damn jealous. I need a dupe, I need a dope, I need a kind of a schmo.
By the name of Cassio, and he plants on him Desdemona's handkerchief.
You'd rather get one or just maybe if, while keeping outright.
Commanded an army.
Our Desi and Cass played hide the salami. Salami.
Remix!
If you like it, then you should put a ring on it. If you like it, then you should put a ring on it.
So he come back home and he smothered the biatch.
He thinks he pulled it off without
Listen, leave me at the doubt.
Do we met that though?
Who say you big dummy? She wasn't no horse. She was pure. She was clean. She was virginal too. So why you have to go and make a face turn? It's true. It's you. Now what you gonna do? And Othello say. So he pulled out his blade and committed harry-carry.
Iago got caught, but he probably cut the plea.
Loaded up his bags.
And moved to Beverly.
Hills, that is. Africa.
Why don't we take a break from all the heavy tragedies and focus on the comedies for a little while? You see, when it came to... No way.
No.
Yeah. You see, when it came to the comedies, Shakespeare was a genius at borrowing and adapting plot devices from different theatrical traditions.
That's right, Rob. And these traditions include the Roman plays of Titus and Terence, Ovid's Metamorphoses, which are hysterically funny.
No.
And, of course, the rich Italian tradition of Commedia dell'arte.
So, basically, Shakespeare stole everything that he wrote.
Whoa. Stole is a strong word, Rob. Distilled, maybe.
Yes, and Shakespeare distilled 3 or 4 of the funniest gimmicks of all time, and then built them into 16 plays.
You see, essentially, Shakespeare was a formula writer. When he found a literary device that worked, he used it. Over and over and over again. So, Mr. Shakespeare, the question we have for you is this. Why did you write 16 comedies when you could have written just one?
In answer to this question, we have taken the liberty of combining all of Shakespeare's 16 comedies into one single play, which we have entitled The Comedy of Two Well-Measured Gentlemen, Lost in Merry Wives of Venice, on a Midsummer's Twelfth Night in Winter.
Or, Cymbeline Taming Pericles, The Merchant in the Tempest of Love, as much as you like it for nothing. Or,
4 weddings and a bunch of
trains.
trains.
Comedy?
Comedies.
Comedy. Both rings no times in comedy.
Comedy.
What?
More comedies.
Oh,
They're right. More comedies. The comedies. That's what we're going right now.
I love comedy, sweetheart.
That's coming.
I love comedies. I love comedies. I love comedies.
Comedy is funny.
Yes, well, yes.
Act 1. A Spanish duke swears an oath of celibacy, then turns over the rule of his kingdom to his tyrannical and sadistic older brother. He learns some fantastic feats of magic, then sets sail for the Golden Age of Greece, along with his daughters. 3 beautiful and virginal sets of identical twins. While rounding the heel of Italy, the duke's ship is caught in a terrible tempest, which in its fury casts the duke upon a desert island, along with the most beautiful and virginal of his daughters. This innocent vision of loveliness stumbles into a dark cave where she is molested by an inhuman green monster who symbolizes and
Act 2. The long-lost children of the Duke's brother's sons, also coincidentally 3 sets of identical twins, arrive in Italy. Though still possessed of their inner nobility, they are ragged, destitute, penniless, fleeing from the shadow of the men they once were, and in an utmost extremity are forced to borrow money from an old Jew who deceives them into putting their brains down